Hi guys, welcome back to the Star Wars figure review. Next video we're going to take a look at one of the figures from the Black Series line, most notably from Return of the Jedi, and that is this character here. This is Han Solo in his Endor battle attire. Now before we look at this one in full, we'll take a look at the packaging this one comes in. This is the first time on the channel now I'm giving you a look at the brand new Black Series packaging, which was announced at the end of last year, where you have a new picture of the character on the side, which looks more movie realistic compared to the older versions. And of course it is episode specific, as we have a green band to show it's from Return of the Jedi, also indicating that it is Han Solo from Endor. And on the back here we have the character seen as in full, as well as a bio there. So as usual, if you want to pause the video and read that, you can. You're there to read. So it's like that. It's a good image of Han that they've got from Return of the Jedi put on there too. I think it looks brilliant. Just the artwork design there, a real update from what we've previously had in the past of Black Series with this kind of thing. So it's good to see them finally move on to what we kind of want some more of. So as you see, that is a brand new packaging. This is the Return of the Jedi variant, as I've said there. This is number 5 in that line. Each episode's getting its own different design for each episode, so there'll be plenty more to come when I get my hands on them in due course. But yeah, it's good to finally see an update to the Black Series packaging. I really like this. It's a lot better than what we've had. I mean, comparing it to the original Black Series as well that we had in 2013 and 2014 with the blue and orange Death Star deco. That was a good packaging as well. It's good to see something new in that line from what we've got. We'll move on into the character now, and this was a figure I didn't think anyone wanted, because I got this as a Christmas present. I just got now to reviewing it, and I think it's a cool figure to have, especially if you're a Han Solo fan. It's one you should notably have to your collection, and I think one of the greatest things about it as well is you are able to get a basic smuggler Han Solo out of this as well. So if perhaps you missed the original Episode 4 Han, you can have this one into the collection. And there are some slight differences, because I will go through those later in the review, which do show this as being a specific Return of the Jedi Han. We'll take a full look down at the figure first. We got the trench coat that Han Solo wears when they arrive on Endor. Of course, he loses it after they're captured by the Ewoks, so he spends the rest of the movie without it. So it's just for a short moment, but it is a playable skin in Star Wars Battlefront 2 for Han Solo as well. So you can have him in the full-on jacket with his Endor look. That's one of the options you can get. But look on the face there for that. That is one of the best sculpts to Harrison Ford that we have for Han Solo, and it just looks amazing in capturing the character we saw on screen in Return of the Jedi. I will just put a picture there beside so you can see it. It's a very good addition. Just the detail Hasbro have gone into with the photoreal technology really looks like it's something ripped straight from Hot Toys there. Great addition. Of course, the trench coat can be removed, so you can then have a basic Han Solo smuggler. So it just comes off rather easily. So yeah, I'll just remove the blaster for that. You get the basic DL-44. It's basically the same one you get with Bespin Han Solo from the 2019 line, except the tip has been silvered, because on the original one I don't remember it being silvered. On the Bespin one it was the dull colour it tends to be. But this one's fully silver, so that's a good addition there. But the trench coat does come off easily without the blaster in hand. It's a bit of a slide, but there we go. We've got it off now. So yeah, that's the jacket on its own without Han wearing it. It's just a simple cloth fabric, easy to slip on and off, just like a Jedi cloak really. But just the sheer detail for camouflage on that, for what it has when they're running around on Endor. I believe the Luke and Leia Endor figures as well that are in the Black Series are like this too, with their ponchos. So you've got that. It's a good little spot to have there. So now I'll put the blaster back in place for Han. So here he is in his regular smuggler attire, or what he wears for the rest of the Battle of Endor while he's there. And as I said there are some slight differences between this one and the Episode 4 Han, as seen here. Most notable being is the shirt. I think that's the first notable point. On this one, on the basic one, you just see it as sort of a single length shirt there with just attaches up across there. It's sort of a Henley shirt. That's what that is. That's what I was looking for. And rolled up sleeves. Whereas this one, it's long sleeved. It's sort of got a double breasted style that it has along there, because that's what he had in The Empire Strikes Back. and the trousers are different because these ones are the blue with the red stripe like he has in Solo and in A New Hope, whereas in these ones they're the same as his Empire Strikes Back ones, brown with the gold stripe. And this is of course notable because he's frozen in, of course, the fact that he's frozen in carbonite in the Empire Strikes Back, and these are that's basically the shirt and trousers he's wearing, so it's sort of the same ones he's wearing there, and then he's stuck with them. So it's the slight differences there, just sort of carried over from the last movie. So yeah, it's just a few short differences there. But of course there is differences on the facial sculpts too, with the obvious notable point to show that they're from different episodes. I do very much love this figure as well, because I loved it. I think this was one of my favourites in the Black series, and it still stands there to this day. It's one of the earlier releases as well, but it is just one of my favourites. But this one's a nice addition as well. And with the addition to this one to my collection, I do in effect have a Han Solo from every episode he's been in now, because I've got his Alden Ehrenreich one from Solo. I've got that one I just showed you there from A New Hope. I've got the Bespin one, which is on the Black Series shelf up there, and I've also got a Force Awakens one, which is just on that shelf behind me there. So I do have a Han from every episode he's in now. So that's something ideal to have. As usual with Han Solos, the blaster can be put into his belt here. It just slots in as easily as seen there, and the clip can come down and fasten in like he has it in the movie. So you can have him standing there, like when he's on the field of Endor, maybe when he's helping Leia after she gets shot in the arm, or when he's celebrating at the end with the others, or just basically when he's talking to Lando on the home one. There's plenty there you can get with that one. It's a great thing. As I said, the lower part, the majority of the figure is a bit of a repack, just say, of the Bespin Han, like with the torso and the body, the lower half is definitely just repacked from it. But if it's one you want for a basic Han and Smuggler, this is an ideal one to get. You get your ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders and elbows, ball hinge at the wrist, ball jointed torso, ball hinged hips. Of course, this one is restricted due to the belt and the holster. Swivel thighs there, double joints at the knees, and the ball joint rockers at the ankles. It's the same Black Series hyper articulation you've got here with this one, but the facial sculpt, as I said there, is the one thing that makes this figure what it is. You know, if you're a Han Solo fan and you want one from every episode, as I've said, you want it there. But if you're not in a massive rush to get a full set of hands, you don't have a specific reason to have this one, just leave it. If you've got the Bespin one, stick with that one. But this is definitely one for ones who want a basic Smuggler Han from episode 6, or if you don't have an episode 4 one but you have episode 4 for the other characters, or you want to just have him as a stand-in, there's an option there. But this is a great figure. I'm going to put the trench coat back on him so you can see him again, what he looked like with that. Okay, I'm back now with the Han Solo figure. There he is, back with the red trench coat on. I think one of the best, because I was thinking about that, there's one of the best ways you can have with this one is there's the point where he's trying to sneak behind a scout trooper and he accidentally alerts his presence to him. So you can have the sort of, if you were trying to have sort of specific scene displays with this, you can have him with the scout troopers sort of going fisticuffs with each other as they are there. That's a good option. But if you do have the scout trooper speeder bike as well, like this, that would make for a good scene diorama. Now that you've got the Luke and the Leia, you can have them. You can have those two jumping on the speeder bike trying to get away, and then Han and the scout trooper going fisticuffs with Chewbacca standing with Chewbacca there as well. Like that's a good sort of diorama you could do if you were planning to do that kind of thing. So that's just something that's come from having the 3 of these available in the Black Series. This is currently the only Endor one I have in the Black Series scale, but I'll work to try and get the Luke and the Leia. That's a definite I'll try to do. But this is what I've got for now. It's a good one to have. As I said, if you're a Han Solo fan, you want to get like scene specific ones, get this one. But if you've already got the Bespin one and the Episode 4 one, and you don't need it for a specific Endor display, skip out on it. I don't see why you'd want to not have it. Just put them side by side again, just so you can see, because this one came specifically with just Episode 4 accessories. So you got the basic one here. We also received an E11 blaster rifle, stormtrooper belt, and the gloves that he had when he was working on the Falcon. When we first see him at the Falcon in A New Hope, but this is him specifically on Endor. So yeah, it's just dependent on what your preference is for this. If you want to get it, I'll leave a link to Star Action Figures to where you can buy this one, because it'll be very available there. But if you want it for the head sculpt, it's definitely worth it. But yeah, so that is Han Solo in his Endor gear. I hope you enjoyed looking at him. I'll just give a full, try and zoom in, keep the camera focused on him. So I'll just give a full rundown, zoomed in on him, so you can have a full-on look. As seen there, just the little details before I finish. Like his belt details there. It's all the same as usual Han's, but you get everything sort of along on it. You got the jacket details for his smuggler jacket, which is his pockets there, and that one there. I've even got like the Han Solo thing that I've done for cosplay as well. Like I know how this kind of thing works. So yeah, if you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen it when I posted it sometime. But that is, yeah, I've had Han Solo cosplay. I know what it's like. The jacket's kind of light with that, but yeah. So if you want to see that, if you want to, that's on my Instagram somewhere. If you want to see it, I'll leave a link down to it below where you can see it. But yeah, that's the Han Solo in Endor Jacket from the Black Series, the new line. I'll try and get back to some more reviews following this one, so do stay tuned for them. But do remember to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed it, leave a comment and subscribe for more. And I'll leave my Facebook, Twitter and Instagram links down in the description below, and I'll see you next time.